Hello everyone, so my name is Ash. As you might know, I'm a project manager and communications lead for Tomb Raider the Dark Angel Symphony. So I'll be here today to talk to you about our project, answer some of your questions and showcase our beautiful pledge rewards, but hopefully you will enjoy this show, and we will have great fun, answering your questions and stuff. Feel free to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube because you're watching it across all the platforms. Just throw us a comment with a question or anything else, and I will be answering them in the second part of this video. We do have some people monitoring things, so yeah. Right. So, first of all, I would like to say, obviously on behalf of Peter, who is not here today because he's very, very camera shy, but I'm sure he's watching. Thank you very, very much for all your support, for all your pledges, for sharing, commenting, liking everything, and creating amazing fan art, music, everything. It was incredible. We worked for 2 years on this, and and it was a hell of a ride. So we really, really appreciate that you enjoy this as much as we do, and thank you for being with us for the second campaign as well. I know we kind of hit a speed bump with the first one, but this one is doing quite well. We're over 60% and funded in just 2 days. So so hopefully we will get funded soon with that one in a couple of days maybe, and then we can focus on stretch goals. Right, so here I have a couple of sketches to show you of our original logos that you might be interested in, which I hopefully can find. Because this is the folder where I actually created use it to basically to write everything down. As you can see, this is the early sketches of Lara, and and logos and stuff like that. So this is the folder where it was all kept at all times. There's logos here and stuff like that. Obviously this will all be uploaded later on. I just thought you might want to see all that. Cool. So we will I will be showcasing you some of the pledge awards, as I said. So first one I would like to show you is our Curtis Trent, who is absolutely beautiful and is finished. I'm gonna switch to the top camera now to show you him up close. There we go. There you go. Look at him. He is so beautiful. Just amazing work by Matt. Look at all the detail. It's just amazing. So glad to have it. So they will all be numbered. There's only a limited amount of them created. So once they're gone, they're gone. So make sure you pledge, because we will not be making a second batch of these. So ensure you pledge as soon as you can. The link to the Kickstarter is on the bottom left corner of this window. It's kickstarter.trdarkangel.com. So just go there and pledge now, because this guy deserves your money. So as you can see, it's just he's about 9.5 inches in height, and there's also a 360 video actually on our Kickstarter, so have a look there as well. Second one I would like to show you is our Lara. So Lara is here. Once and future adventure for her. This is supposed to replicate Lara from Tomb Raider 5 video, the intro video. So this is her. Again, there's only few of them made, so make sure you pledge. You can choose whether basically we have a pledge reward created where you can choose which statue you would like to have, whether it's Curtis or Lara, or so you can get either of them. Right, so that's the statues. Next we have limited edition pendants, again made by Jennifer. These are once again super limited edition, only a few of them made, so again, once they're gone, they're gone. We have a special pledge tier called pendants, so you can pledge, I think it's £100. You just need to check, and you can select which pendant you want. Basically, these are quite cool. This is supposed to be Scarab from Tomb Raider 4, or Angel of Darkness rather, from the cutscene that never actually made it into the game. We also have the Iris, of course, from Tomb Raider 4 and 5 as well. Again, very beautiful, very well detailed. It's like, if you can see, it's actually all like layered. It's very nice, very beautiful painted, and very light as well. And then we have a memorial plaque thingy, just like on the statue, but you can actually wear it. Oh, my camera can't really focus on that, but you get the idea. And of course we have Chirugai, Curtis's weapon. There you go. So, as I said, all 4 are available on our Kickstarter campaign, so you can get them, but you can get only one of them, unfortunately, so you have to choose which one you want. If you really want to have 2, you can pledge twice by using your friends' or family's credit cards. Make sure they're fine with it, obviously. So you can have 2 of them, for example. But unfortunately, we can't have them as add-on, as I said before, because these are very limited edition. Once they're gone, they're gone. So make sure you pledge for them now, because they just, they might be gone and you won't be able to get them ever again. So these are the pendants. Now, another thing that we have that's currently already pledged for, but I just thought to show you anyway. This is Murty Scofield's handwritten notes for the Angel of Darkness, and it has various other things inside, but this has already been pledged. Our first pledger basically pledged for this big pile of documents, and other stuff as well. So they're very lucky to have all this. I'm gonna just slightly show you some of the pages there. I'm gonna use my top camera again. So as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's all handwritten. It's all original paper, obviously. It's all Murty's drawings and stuff like that. He kindly donated them to this project, which was very, very kind of him. So, it's just beautiful. And yeah, some people actually ask whether we'll have a scanned version of this. It will be absolutely up to the pledger and Murty whether they would like to have them scanned in and, publicly available. So I can't really comment on that. But feel free to send all your questions, as I said, in the comments for this video, and I'll answer them later on as well. So just keep them coming. And yeah. So that's our Murty's thingy. Now, what I have here is sheet music. Now, this is the original Angel of Darkness sheet music that, was used by London Symphonic Orchestra. And so basically you'll be able to get similar thing. It probably will be in A4 format, but it will be a luxury package, not just like, like this. It will have a beautiful, beautiful packaging, beautiful folder, beautifully presented, and you can get that for, if you would like to add it to your pledge reward, you can just top up by £75 your pledge, and you will get the full Dark Angel Symphony sheet music for yourself, to play maybe, and it's just nice to have it, because it's piece of history. And also we just now actually lowered the price for that, because it was actually £100. Now it's 75 as an add-on, so you know it's £25 cheaper, so why not? It mean it will be good for your collection, because as you can see, I like collecting things myself, so I can relate to those of you who like to do that as well. Now next we have probably, I feel like, you know, I'm in one of those online stores, you know, where I sell things. It's just, or like, you know, channels where you sell things rather. Which is weird. Now, next thing we have are actually concept arts. These are all original hand-drawn images. There's about 80 of them we have. So these are not prints. These are actually hand-drawn, original pictures, images, drawings, all that stuff. It's all here. So you can pledge for that as well. Now, as you can see, it's all this detail, this pencil and stuff like that. You know, it's just beautiful to have that. It's genuine piece of gaming history, so you really want to have that. So ensure you pledge for that, because again, we only have 80 of them. We can't have them as add-ons because those are original hand-drawn. As you can see, the reflection of the pencil. So it's all real. So ensure you, if you would like to have one, pledge now. So we have like about 80 of them, as I said. There's Lara. It's just amazing to have that. Some of them are oil painted, as you can see as well. Right, so these are the concept arts. There's quite plenty of them actually. Yeah, so yeah, make sure you pledge to get one of them. Now, final thing I have for you is these Angel of Darkness 2003 calendar. Now, this is not part of the Kickstarter at all, but if you go on our Twitter account, which is at @TombRaider_DA right now, there is instruction how to enter our prize draw and win this, because we are actually giving this away. This is a genuine merchandise. I know it's 2003, but you know, it's still nice to, it's great to have for the collectors to have this calendar, basically, because it's original thing, you know. So you can win that on our Twitter account, you know, as soon as you enter. So just go there and, you know, enter. Right, so I'm just looking if you guys have any questions. So the stream will end as soon as I have nothing else to say, or you have no more questions for me at all. Right, so one of the first questions we received when we relaunched our Kickstarter was why is the download pledge is actually £20 when in the previous Kickstarter it was only 10. Now the reason for that is because we merged the Dark Angel Symphony with a remasters of Tomb Raider 4, 5 and 6 as one package. Therefore there is much more many, you know, more tracks you're getting with that. You know, so you'll be getting essentially 4 albums, so that's why the that download is actually £20, not 10. Same with like other things, you know, they are all revised. We try to make things cheaper, but yeah. So oh, I just got a question. Will there be a songbook for piano? I imagine this is about the sheet music. Now, full score so the sheet music will be available for whatever Peter creates. I can't comment on that because I don't really write music, but I imagine it will be in whichever way he creates it, that will be it will be created in that way. I would imagine it to be in a similar format as these, because these are actually conductor sheet music, so they have all the instruments on this. So I imagine it will be something similar to that, but that's not 100% because I'm not sure. It's too early to say right now, but I imagine it will be like this. Yeah, so any other questions, guys, just send them in whilst I keep talking. We also have t-shirts, tank tops, and women's fitted sized t-shirts as well. We have a variety of designs. We're actually going to make a few more, which will be exclusive to this Kickstarter. As you can see, I'm wearing Mona Peter today, which is, you know, Peter Connolly from the Angel of Darkness. He was photoshopped as Mona Lisa in there. So yeah, you know, make sure you add them as well, because again, once they're gone, once the Kickstarter ends, it's quite unlikely we're going to sell them again. We might, but you know, just do them. Don't risk it. Just go and do it. There's another question. There's other messages that I keep receiving that, you know, like, oh, I will be pledging a lot of money, like much more money later on. So I'll be waiting for for a payday. The thing is here, it's probably best to pledge as much as you can now, and that because then you can always increase your pledge. If you will pledge now, there's, you know, chance that you will get something limited edition or whatever you would like to have. Otherwise, you might miss out on that. Also, it helps us to have more money in the pot, so that motivates other people to pledge more. So if you can pledge now, pledge now, and if you would like to switch to a higher tier later on, you can do that. So just ensure to pledge as soon as you can, basically, because this is very important for us and for you as well. Yeah, so our new Kickstarter campaign is doing really well. Let's just actually see how much money we got so far, which is £37,431. You know, that's a good number. We have 391 backers in only 2.5 days, and that's, you know, that's pretty much that's actually absolutely fantastic to have all those people with us. I know that many of them will be returning to us from the first Kickstarter, but you know, I hopefully brought some new ones as well along the way. If you have, like, you know, we have a huge FAQ section on our Kickstarter as well that will answer most of your queries that you will have about it. As well, we also have all our Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr account to assist you as well. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, by all means, just throw them in, and we will try to answer them as much as we can. Now, about CDs being signed, no, the posters will be signed. All the posters will be signed unless you would like not to have them signed, which can be arranged as well. At the end of the Kickstarter, you will be receiving a survey where you can choose whether to have your posters signed or not. Actually, you know what? I don't see the reason why we can't have them signed, CDs. I mean, at the end of the Kickstarter campaign, you will receive a survey which will let you select whether you will want to have poster or CD signed. So you can't have both of them signed because let's spare Peter's hand. But yes, you can have either poster or CD signed at the end of the Kickstarter campaign by Peter. So yeah, my answer is yes, you can have your CD signed, or you can have your poster signed, whichever you prefer. So yeah, keep your questions coming. I'll be answering them all. Now I'm going down through our Kickstarter now. Two of our most expensive rewards, which is obviously Meredith Scofield's handwritten notes, which include both of these statues, and I'm going to put them on the table because they look cool. Both of these statues and a pendant of their choice as well, and lots of other things. So that reward is gone, as I said. Also our Master CD, which has only 2 copies of the Master CD ever made. Both of those are gone as well for £2,000, I imagine, each. Yes. So those are gone. But we still have about 56 packs of either Lara or Curtis statuettes. So if you would like to have one, pledge as soon as you can. If you pledge £350, you will receive the download of the Dark Angel Symphony. You will also receive the Dark Angel Symphony CD. And CDs, I must say, because there's going to be a few of them made. We don't know how many. We assume it's going to be at least 3, maybe 4, because we need to fit in the Dark Angel Symphony, the remasters for Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 in one package. So it's probably going to be 3 or 4 CDs. So you receive those CDs. You'll also receive either Curtis or Lara. You again, at the end of the campaign, you will receive a survey where you can choose that. And you will also receive a special thanks in the credits, in the art book, in the booklet, inside the CD. You know, we'll have as usual, you will have the booklet inside CD with some musical stuff inside. So you will receive your special credits in there. So these are only £350. So please pledge as soon as you can, because we only have 56 of these left. We already sold 4 in 2 days. So I would imagine they'll be going quite soon. So once they're gone, they're gone. We're not creating any more. We only have 60 odd of them. I think 66 of them altogether, if you include the pledges that's already gone. So by all means, pledge as soon as you can, because you won't be able to get a chance. By the way, the statues will be signed as well. That's what I probably need to mention. Peter's signature will be on the base of each statue, and also the artist will have that sign as well, and whoever else needed, basically. And they will be individually numbered as well. So these are super exclusive, super limited edition, fan-produced statues. So ensure you get them as soon as you can, because, as I said, once they're gone, they're gone. And yeah, and it helps us to create a spectacular music, so win-win for everyone. Now, next we also have, I actually got another question, I believe. Right, do those who pledge for the Angel of Darkness concept artwork choose their artwork, or are they randomly assigned? Yes, so the artwork is randomly assigned, I'm afraid, because we only have 80 of them. It would not be possible to create a system where you could, just select one. So no, unfortunately we can't do that. So they'll be randomly assigned. You'll be randomly given one of the artworks. We will be randomly selecting people essentially for these. So unfortunately that is the only way to do that, and it's actually stated really very clearly on our Kickstarter campaign that is random. So if you have pledged on it, don't be disappointed, because we do have that stated there. It was always the case. It has to be random. Any plans to introduce higher pledge rewards between 200 and 1,000 to get more people to increase their pledges? Not at this stage, because we don't really think we have anything to offer at this price range. There are £350 pledges, which are, these statuettes. You can increase your pledge by either by basically buying a couple of t-shirts or something like that. So you can increase your pledge to any number essentially, and then just spend them on buying various t-shirts or additional CD or sheet music and stuff like that. So you can increase your pledge. We have add-ons. If you go on our Kickstarter, all the instructions step by step are written on our Kickstarter campaign, so by all means go there and increase your support if you wish to. But at this stage, as I said, I don't think there will be any further rewards introduced between £200 and £1,000. Now, I have some news for you guys. Don't tell anyone. We plan to have gathering of some sorts, because I just received a question about that as well. So so it will not be a reception, like buffet reception, in tuxedos and stuff like that. No, we're not doing that. But what we're doing is we would like to have a gathering of people who pledge for Kickstarter. First of all, obviously, if any fans would like to join in, we're not going to stop anyone, but it is made for the backers of the Kickstarter, and we would like to have it somewhere in Derby, somewhere relevant for core design. So we'll have some sort of get together, a few drinks, maybe some food and stuff like that. Now, we just need to confirm we can get the venue, and as soon as we do that, we will post a special announcement on that. But basically, our original plan, currently our plan is that it will be free, so you don't have to buy any tickets, you don't have to, purchase anything to go there. But you will be paying for your own drinks and food, obviously. So that's the only thing. Obviously, if you don't want to eat or drink anything, that's fine. But yeah, you will not be charged a ticket fee for entering the premises, essentially. So we are exploring that. So that's coming soon. Again, this is going to be aimed at our backers at on the Kickstarter. So if you would like to be the first to receive those news, please pledge, because we will be sending an invite to our Kickstarter backers first before we reveal the event to the public much later on. We want to ensure our backers do all the travels and accommodation and stuff like that in advance to ensure they're there to meet us and to meet Peter, and have great fun in Derby where the game was made. So yeah, that's coming soon. As soon as we confirm the venue, sorry, we will come back to you. But yeah, again, only those who back will receive the update on that as soon as, basically. So if you would like to be the first to confirm your attendance to our get together, let's call it that way, just pledge something for us, and you will be in that newsletter. Now, I would like to talk about stretch goals. Obviously, our main goal is to reimagine the music from Tomb Raider 4, 5 and 6 as the Dark Angel Symphony, and also have the original tracks properly remastered for the modern sound systems as well. So that's if we reach £60,000, which I'm sure we will, because we're already on 37 grand and we have 29 days to go, and hopefully you guys will pledge after watching this video or during even. So that's our main goal. It will be all done by Peter Connolly himself, with probably some help from Martin Iverson as well. So that will be in our main goal, and it will be done by Peter in his studio. He will be taking 9 months of work to work on all this, obviously, so he needs to live on something. That's why he'll be paid some money from those 60k. Also, the rest will go into production as well, so he needs to buy some special libraries, I'd imagine, and stuff like that. So that's our main goal, which I'm sure we're gonna reach. Now, our next stretch goal is that Peter will be actually working with Richard Niles, which is Peter's probably biggest dream he ever had, to work with Richard Niles, because he's a big fan of his work. Richard Niles has about 40 years of experience in the industry, and he will transform the music to a brand new level. I know not many of you heard of the professional called arranger or orchestrator. Not many of people know this, and some people are questioning, why do we need to have Richard Niles? Because Angel of Darkness was actually orchestrated just by Peter and Martin, which is not true. Angel of Darkness soundtrack actually had an orchestrator and arranger. You just need to have this person who will make the magic work, so it works fantastically. All the tracks are completely redone, because you always, when you write an essay, you always need a second pair of eyes to check that you did something wrong or to improve something. So this is where basically arranger does that, plus he brings his own expertise how to make it look and sound amazing and fantastic. So Richard will be doing that. Richard works with big names like Pet Shop Boys, so Mariah Carey and stuff like that. So he will be transforming this music to a brand new level. So this is why Peter really wants to have him on board, not just because it's his dream to work with Richard. So if we will reach stretch goal 1, we're actually making Peter's dream come true as well here, but it's also will ensure that the music is as great as it can possibly be. So that's stretch goal 1. I just got a question. What's the difference between Tomb Raider 6 Remastered and the Angel of Darkness 5.1 DVD? Now, the difference is the remastered soundtracks will be the remastered CD, will be refreshed essentially by the professional studio. What they will do is they will ensure that it sounds fantastic on the modern system. All the noises down. Basically, they do all kinds of tricks, denoising it, making sure that it just sounds perfect on the modern day systems, because this was made 15 years ago, therefore it does not sound too great. So this will be optimized for modern day standards, so everything will be basically it will be improved in terms of quality and stuff like that. Whilst 5.1 DVD, Peter already has 5.1 sounds because he was recording the orchestra in 5.1, so we will be producing 5.1 DVDs with Angel Darkness soundtrack. So if you have Dolby surround system in your house, you can listen this beautiful original recording in 5.1 DVD in 5.1 format. So yeah, so remasters are coming with the Angel of Darkness, so you're not purchasing them separately, so they are with the Dark Angel Symphony, so you don't need to put extra money for it. It just comes for free with the with the Dark Angel Symphony. You'll receive additional CDs with 4, 5 and 6 remastered properly, all cleaned up and stuff like that. Also, I must say that Angel of Darkness 5.1, Angel of Darkness soundtrack in 5.1 never was heard before because it was never released before. Therefore, you will experience it. It's actually great. Everyone who has the 5.1 system, they will know how different it sounds. So I would be putting 5.1 system in the room, turning off all the lights and just listening to it in the pitch black, and it will be absolutely fantastic, I'm sure. So yeah, you basically I just want to mention that Angel of Darkness that you heard so far is actually stereo, so it's not 5.1, so you can imagine the difference of 5 channels and bass. And so let's go back to stretch goals. Oh, I've been asked to explain what 5.1 is. So 5.1 is just like 2.1 or 7.1, is actually 5 speakers and 1 bass buffer. So you will have 5 speakers, which will be front speaker, left and right, and rear left, rear right. So you'll be surrounded by audio basically as you're supposed to. So when you have like triangle playing on the background, it will be playing somewhere in the rear where it's supposed to be. So basically to be played back to you the way the orchestra was recorded. So you'll be experiencing this as if you're standing where the orchestra is and listening to all that. So that's what 0.5 is. And bass will make it obviously sound really fantastic as well. So that's our Angel of Darkness DVD explained, and yes, I will show you more concept arts before the stream ends. Feel free to send me any more requests and questions, and I will talk you through them. I will carry on with the stretch goals. So our second stretch goal is we're going to have Richard Niles and Peter working together, and we will bring Tina Kuo and Julie Elvin into the project. Now, Tina Kuo is Grammy nominated celebrity cello player. She's fantastic. She did the soundtrack for Wonder Woman, Batman vs Superman. She's great. She's fantastic to work with. So she will be doing the fantastic cello work in this. I know I'm probably overused the word fantastic, but that's what she is. Julie Elvin again is amazing vocalist. She did you can hear her voice in Horizon Zero Dawn or League of Legends, so, and lots of Blizzard games, to be honest. And so she will bring in her fantastic I keep using the word fantastic. I need thesaurus here. So she will be bringing her amazing vocal talents into the work as well. So we have 2 of them working remotely, recording them in the studio remotely, all their parts, and then we're going to mix them. Peter and Richard will be mixing them together. So that's our stretch goal 2 for £120,000. One second, I'm just... So that's our £120,000 for Richard. Hopefully you will, because it will be amazing. If you haven't heard Tina Kuo's album Game On, after the stream, make sure you go and listen to it on YouTube or something. It's just amazing and spectacular. I saw her live. She's just awesome. So we really need to have Julie and Tina on board for this. So hopefully you will reach this goal. Stretch goal 3. Now stretch goal 3 is £180,000, just like our original Kickstarter was. Now this will be what we plan to do in the original Kickstarter. So we'll have Julie Elvin, Tina Quo, Richard Niles, and 80 plus piece orchestra in Air Studios in London. We'll have Jill de Jong there, dressed as Lara, just like she did in 2003 when The Angel of Darkness was recorded. So that's basically what we promised you in before, in the previous Kickstarter. That's our stretch goal 3. Obviously, we hope we will reach that as well, but judging by how previous campaign performed, although, you never know, we might reach it. I mean, obviously we'll be amazed by it if we will, and we'll be very happy to have that. So make sure you tweet about this, make sure you share it on Facebook, make sure I pledge you as much as you can, but obviously don't go mad, don't waste all your money on this. We will not be able to help you, if you do that, so make sure you be very responsible when you pledge, but do pledge as soon as you can and as much as you can, and we might just reach stretch goal 3, you never know. I mean, it will be fantastic, it will be amazing, and obviously 30 backers will be able to attend 3-hour-long sessions and meet Jill and Peter and the rest of the team. So yeah, that will be amazing if we reach stretch goal 3. Now, I got a question here. How were the pendants made? With what materials? The pendants, each pendant is basically sculpted from green stuff. It's that's how the material is actually called, green stuff. It's Models epoxy putty. It's actually very well described on our Kickstarter itself. So if you go on our Kickstarter page in campaign, you can read all that. It's all there. The dimensions, everything is in there. Then basically once Jennifer sculpts them, they're painted with acrylic paints, and they're then varnished and varnished with protective coating called Liquitex, I believe. And so yeah, that's what it basically does. That's how they're done basically. So it's green stuff with acrylic paint on it and varnish. So yeah, it's all on our Kickstarter page. Feel free to read if you don't understand my accent, because I don't. So, and all dimensions are also on Kickstarter as well. Right. Would you consider producing enamel pin badges as a cheaper alternative to the handmade items? Definitely not at this stage, because we can't be chasing suppliers at the moment, because we are fully dedicated to this campaign right now. It would be nice to have, but I don't think we could source someone to our quality standards so soon. So I wouldn't just not think about it at this stage. I don't think it will be happening anytime soon. So probably not. I wouldn't imagine that it would be the case, really. So sorry about that, but maybe in the future, because if this is successful, obviously we will try to. We have an agreement to make it a commercial release later on. Obviously, if we get the funds, because otherwise nothing will happen. And again, this is our last try, by the way. We're not going to create another campaign because it just took too much effort, at least for me anyway. And I don't think we'll be back with a third campaign. But yeah, pin badges, unlikely, really, really unlikely. So if you cannot afford the pendant, which is, fair enough, not everyone has that money, what I would suggest is to get yourself a t-shirt, which is £20, and that includes shipping as well. So just get a t-shirt or a vest, so you have that at least. I wouldn't count on pin badges at any time right now. Now I'm gonna come back to the stretch goal 4. Now stretch goal 4 is, if we reach an ambitious goal of £300,000, I never saw that money in my life, that much, we will achieve everything we wanted in previous stretch goals, but we will also have a live show. Now, we think that our backers on Kickstarter are essentially our sponsors, are people who make this all possible. Therefore, 1,500 first backers, 1,500 top backers, sorry, from our campaign will receive free tickets, and those will be assigned in correspondence to their pledge tiers. So if you pledge a lot of money, you will be in first row. If you pledge slightly less, you'll be in middle. So you get the idea. So it will go like that for 1,500 people. If we have extra seats in the venue, those will be sold separately, but we don't plan to sell them. We want our Kickstarters to enjoy the show for free because you guys are making it happen. Therefore, it is only fair that as many as you as possible are able to attend the show for free. So that's if we reach 300,000. It's going to be in London with the same orchestra, with Julian, Valentina Quo, Jill de Jonc will be there. Eric Laurent, the voice of Curtis Trent, confirmed that he would like to host this. So him and Jill will probably be hosting it. So if we reach £300,000, this is what's going to happen. But it's very ambitious, and you know, you never know, of course. So if you want to see this happen, keep sharing about us and keep tweeting about us and keep pledging. So we might reach 300,000 and we'll have this amazing spectacular show. By the way, we do have a plan of 3D map lighting for that show as well, and we want to make it a spectacular theatrical event. Essentially, we were in talks with the suppliers ages ago, because originally we actually planned to do the concert, but we had to change our idea to the album first and then potentially concert. So we have all this lined up. So if we will reach £300,000, it will happen, because we already arranged pretty much everything. We just need the money. So that's another thing I wanted to highlight is, obviously a lot of people are asking about whether there's going to be delays in work and things like that. We don't anticipate any delays because we sourced all the suppliers already. We have all the suppliers nailed. We have all our pledge rewards, limited edition ones finalized. So we have all these molds done essentially, and these little guys as well are all done. So they're just ready to be produced. We just need materials for them, which we will be buying from the money from the Kickstarter. So all of this is sourced. The music is the CD suppliers are sourced, t-shirt suppliers are sourced, everything is in place. We just need the cash and just make it happen essentially. So we don't anticipate any delays at all. If in the likely event the delay will occur, because this is a Kickstarter and things can happen, but we don't anticipate any delays. As I said before, we've done our research, we worked for more than 2 years on this, and we have amazing insights from Richard Niles into the industry as well. So we're not anticipating any delays, but if they will happen, we will naturally inform our backers why the delays has happened, what we're doing to address this delay and minimize this delay, and what are we doing to ensure that this not going to happen again, and we're not going to delay further. So yeah, that we don't anticipate any delays. As I said before, we worked really hard on this. So pledge and trust in us, please, because I think we deserve your money and deserve a chance and to make this a reality. And I said before, if we reach stretch goal 4 with 300,000, we will create a phenomenal laser 3D light projected theatrical show with all the music. So please pledge. Do you plan to meet the fans? Me personally, I mean, I am the fan myself. So, as I said a few minutes ago, we do plan to have a get together for our Kickstarter backers. So those will receive an update, I'd imagine, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, when we are close to or maybe already fund the main goal. And we will confirm the location, the dates, and time with our Kickstarter backers first. So if you want to be on that list, you need to pledge now. It will be a free attendance. You will not have to pay anything on the door. You will have to pay for your drink and food in the place itself, but you will not be charged for a ticket essentially, and you can wear whatever the hell you want, because it's going to be probably in just a restaurant or a pub in Derby. We're exploring one specific venue which is very, very close to the original guys from Core Design, so we plan to get some Core Design people in there as well. So yes, we will be meeting fans. We are the fans, and we're meeting our friends, fellow fans, and Peter will be meeting his fans, and Core Design hopefully will be there. I know Murty will be there, definitely, the writer of the Angel of Darkness. So yeah, we will have a get-together, and if you want to know, if you want to be the first to know about that get-together, pledge as soon as, and you'll receive an update for backers only about this thing, so you guys can make the arrangements first. To ensure that you can get there, and if we will not get as many people attending, only then we will open the invitation to broader audiences. Will the creepy plain ambient track on the remasters, which was introduced in 2022 for the floating island? Sorry, I'm unsure on that question. I can't comment on which tracks we're going to have. I know Peter will be focusing on the most iconic ones and the ones that he did not finish. For example, Tomb Raider 5 theme tune was actually not finished, and he wants to recreate that completely. I know he wants to extend the main theme for the Angel of Darkness as well, the middle bit, the most spectacular one. He wants to extend that and slightly change it, because again, that was not finished. Actually, you can hear a big boom sound at the very end of that main theme. That's actually a chair one of the musicians basically dropped his chair or something like that, so that noise, you hear that bassy noise, that's actually the chair falling down, and then they added lots of bass to it, so it sounds like deliberate thing. So he wants to ensure it's all fantastic and perfect. So he will be remastering the most iconic ones to the orchestra bit. But we can't comment which tracks yet, because we don't have the money. We don't know what we're doing yet in those terms. As soon as we get the money, Peter will sit down, write the track list, and start working on it there and then, as soon as basically we reach the main goal. And he can take basically months off work, essentially quit his job, work on this full time, and then find another job. That's what he plans to do. So he is that dedicated to this idea, because we worked on this, as I said, for 2 years. I know that Jennifer Milward is watching this, and Jay and Laurie and Helen probably watching as well. We were staying at Jay's and Laurie's house in December, I think, 2016 or 15, and basically I sent a text to Peter saying, we should, create you an album or concert. We should definitely do that, and I won't accept no as an answer. I just did the Play Expo with a few other people, so we need to make this happen. So I want us, let's do it. And I went to bed, and I wake up in the morning to a text message from Peter saying, "Yeah, let's do that." And I come down to have a tea with all the friends, and so we have this chat, and then, oh, by the way, guys, we are doing this. So since then it was basically work all this time. So so Peter is ready to work. We just need the money, and I'm sure it will be fantastic. It's Peter Connolly, come on, it can't be anything but fantastic. Do you already know if the download of the album be 24-bit or just CD quality? Now, I know that Peter talked to me about this. He would like to have it lossless or in 24-bit. So basically, he will be trying to make them as perfect quality as possible. So I'd imagine we will have them lossless. Most likely, we will use different online streaming services to ensure that all of our backers can use. Obviously, because we can't have iTunes only, because I'm on Android, I can have iTunes, can I? So I need to have Google Play or Spotify, so we'll introduce them on various different services as well, the downloads. Again, the backers will receive the downloads first, and we will need to explore which one of those support the lossless. We know that there are separate streaming services specifically for lossless quality, so we will, if we will have to, we will use them. But yes, short answer to your question is there will be 24-bit. There will most likely will be lossless as well. So because Peter is OCD about quality, so you literally have no idea how long it took us to plan all this because he was so OCD about quality. So yes, he will ensure we will ensure it's more than just CD quality. It will be perfect. So hopefully that answers your question. How long do you think post-production will last? Right, I can't comment on that because I don't know how long it will take for Peter to work. We really need him here, but he's very camera shy. However, that being said, our estimate shipping date on Kickstarter is December 2019. So in December 2019, we estimate that all of our backers will be sent all their rewards. It can happen earlier than that. By the way, we just put December as safe margin for us. We expect it to be slightly sooner than that, but we want you to expect them in December and be surprised to receive them earlier than, you know, set it to say September and then delay it to December and have you all pissed off. So, you know, that will be disappointment, won't it? So we, at this stage, we are very, very confident that by December 2019, you'll receive everything you pledged for. So that's our current goal, and this is what we're doing all this time. This is what we are planning for 2 years. We have all the, as I said, suppliers ready. We just need the cash and make it happen. I don't know how long it will take for post-production, but I know that we are not anticipating you guys to receive them later than December 2019. So, so yeah, I'm going now down on our Kickstarter to see if I can talk to you guys about something else. If you have any other questions, feel free to send them in. Right, so let's see how much we actually have money. Oh, during the stream we actually got another £100, so we currently have £37,549. Thank you so much for your pledge during this time. I hope you're watching. Please keep pledging. We really need your money. We really need to make this happen because this is once a lifetime opportunity. Angel of Darkness has been forgotten for 15 years. Only we fans remember all these games. It's dear to us. Because of us, these games, the memory of these games lives on essentially. And without us, these games would be long forgotten. So let's make this as a statement that these games will never be forgotten, because we are still playing these games. We are still creating fan art, we're still creating fan fiction, we're creating music, and we're sponsoring the original composer in this case to create this fantastic Dark Angel Symphony, because we love this game so much, and we don't care if it has been 15 years. We will make sure these games are never forgotten. I think this is a huge statement for us, for all of us, to ensure that this succeeds. So please pledge and share this project on your Facebook, on your Twitter. Ask your friends and family for support. Say it's very important to you, because it is. I'm sure it is. It is important to me. I made all my friends and family pledge. I even made some of my work colleagues pledge, but I didn't make them. I asked them and they did. So, you know, just keep sharing it. We really, really need to ensure this happens. Will you use unusual national instruments to record the album? Now, this actually we did explore, and I'm unsure if Peter is going to, but we did want to use some Egyptian instruments, and the traditional Egyptian instruments. I don't know the name. I'm not very musical person, but he did. There was a thought on that, so I can't say yes or no, but we did thought of that, and I would say most likely yes than no, because we want to have this motifs of Egypt into the 4 particular bit. So I would imagine there will be something unusual. So yeah, because we did mention it to Peter, and he was like, oh, So we'll see. I'll try to bring Peter next time to the stream, and he can't be hiding forever. I know he's watching, so you know. Now, let's see what else do we have on a Kickstarter. Now, people were wondering about vinyl as well. Yes, we have a vinyl. It's £50 as an add-on, so if you increase your pledge by £50, instructions are on our Kickstarter, step by step, how to do that. You can have a vinyl as well, and so and also we had a request that someone wanted to have a second copy of the CD to as a present for someone, and yes, you can have a second copy if you increase your pledge by £35. Anna says mesmir is an Egyptian instrument. I'm not sure what that is. Possibly, I know we mentioned some instruments, and Jennifer mentioned some instruments, but you know, it's probably best to ask her about that. But I know that we wanted to have something ethnic to it, so we will see. Right, I'm just looking through what else if I forgot anything to mention. Right, one more thing. If we reach stretch goal 1 or above, everyone who pledges £500 or more will receive this includes, by the way, add-ons. So if you pledged £100 and then increased your pledge by 500 because you wanted to have all the t-shirts that we have, so that also counts. You will have a one-on-one session with Richard Niles, Dr. Richard Niles, our arranger, as I was talking about him before. It will be done via Skype, Messenger, FaceTime, whatever you prefer. You can actually go to LA. We are not going to pay for your flights, but if you live in LA and you can afford, or you can afford the flights and accommodation, you can actually do that in his studio one-on-one for an hour. So that's everyone who pledges £500 or above. This was kindly donated by Richard himself. We are not paying anything for it. Richard is donating his time to ensure that as many people as possible pledge for this. So, so if you are a keen musician and if you would like to have a one-on-one session with this fantastic arranger, just pledge 500 or more. I know it's a lot of money to ask, but you know, you will be receiving a lot of goods and you'll be having one-on-one session with Richard Niles, which is quite priceless. So that's one of our, if we reach stretch goal 1 or above. Now, another question we're receiving is why add-ons are slightly more expensive than if you are to get the same items as part of the pledge tiers. Now, first of all, pledge tiers are treated as bundles. So, you know, when you buy a bundle package, you normally get stuff cheaper in there than buying stuff separately. Consider it as a season pass in the game. When you buy a season pass, it's normally £20, but all the further DLCs that being released, say they release like 4 DLCs, they will be about £10 each. So you'll be paying either £40 to buy them separately or £20 for the season pass. So same here. Tiers are cheaper because they're bundled. Add-ons are more expensive because they're standalone. Also, in the price for an add-on, we include shipping. So it's you don't need to increase your number by shipping as well. It's all included in the add-ons price. That's why the add-ons are actually slightly more expensive than bundled items. So hopefully that clears it up. And also, you know, we also had a conversation about people saying that £20 is too much for t-shirts and stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, we are based in UK, and £20 is actually standard for any t-shirt of this kind. If you look at any shops, say Game, which is our main gaming like retailer, they sell like t-shirts with just one word on them for $19.99. And also Kickstarter is not a shop. You are essentially financing the projects here, so all the items are treated as an investment and you receive an item as a thank you essentially. So this is why everything is slightly might look pricey to you, but it is actually not. And frankly, £20 for a t-shirt is actually quite fair price because that's how much they actually cost in retailer shops as well. have you already thought about where the live concert might take place? Yes, we have. We have a few venues available to us in London. It will be in London, like definitely in London. If you look at our Kickstarter page and look at the Stretch Goal 4 picture, there is an image of the venue. Now that's in Manchester. That's actually Bridgewater Hall, because originally we thought we were going to perform there. But we decided to go for London because it would otherwise it would make, if we would do it here in Manchester, the Stretch Goal 4 would have to be actually higher. Even though the venue is cheaper here, we will have to hire a bus and pay for accommodation for 82 musicians. So that came out to about 20 extra £1,000. So we have to stay in London, I'm afraid. So yeah, the concert, if we reach Stretch Goal 4, will be in London, and we'll try to make it a very flexible date, you know. So it's not going to be it's definitely not going to be in December, because that will be, you know, it's very close to Christmas and it's just too expensive to travel to London in December. Everyone who lives in London knows how crazy place is in December. November is the same. So we will explore when it's the best suitable time for it, basically. But it's definitely not going to be December or Christmas time. We promise you that. And it will be in London. And obviously the backers will know first where, and they will receive all the free tickets. And frankly, if you can't attend the concert, but you are among the first top 1,500 backers who will receive free ticket, you can of course transfer it to someone else or leave it with us, and we will like give it away to someone or something like that. So yeah, we can do all that. Same with the studio attendance. If we reach Stretch Goal 3, you can top 30 first 30 backers who pledged £150 or above will be attending the studio session. Again, if you can't attend and you're one of those 30, you can transfer that to someone, to your friend, to your family, or just leave it with us and we will give it to someone else instead. So that can happen. By the way, if we reach Stretch Goal 3, those 30 backers will be receiving the poster there at the actual attendance to the studio. It will be signed there and then, so they will have poster first. That's our term. It was the same with the first Kickstarter that we had. I'm getting more questions. Will the t-shirts also be shipped in December or sooner? Everything is shipped as it's done. So if we will not be splitting the packages into different ones. So as soon as everything is done, we're packing one box with all your stuff, all the add-ons you choose, everything in one box, and send it to you. So we are not separating them. Digital downloads we also plan to release along when we start shipping. So everything will be shipped in one go. So you will not be receiving t-shirt and then in a few months you will receive a CD. No, everything is as one box. Will the women's fitted shirts be in US or UK sizes or some other size? How will they calculate our sizes? They are UK sizes. The best way to calculate your size in different measurements, I know what you're talking about. I am from Central Asia, so I still don't understand the shoe sizes in here. Am I 9.5 in here? I know I'm 43 in normal one. So yeah, there will be in UK sizes. We will include the table with a survey. So basically, when you add stuff to your pledge, you will when this campaign finishes, and hopefully successfully, we will be sending survey to all the backers who pledged extra money for add-ons, and they will choose which t-shirts or which if they want a CD or if they want vinyl or t-shirts or whatever, vests. You'll be assigning all those extra funds, and you'll be selecting sizes, and also we'll include the guideline for people from different countries, obviously, so it will be all in there. Don't worry, we will ensure you receive the right size. Controversial question in here. Are you worried that Angel of Darkness music will be judged badly because the game was judged badly? Now, I collect magazines from like old times, basically, and some of them have like preview or just review as soon as the Angel of Darkness was out and stuff like that. And even though they were quite negative, they still give them score of 65 to like 70% or like 3.5 out of 5 or 4 out of like 7 or whatever, you know. So it wasn't actually rated that badly as we are thinking. It was actually rated okay. Obviously, compared to like previous Tomb Raider games, which scored better, it's still done alright. And so that's just my 2 pence. I actually have those magazines. I scanned them on my website. You can, if you go to tombofires.com, you can see them all. But no, I don't think the music will be judged badly because of the game, because all the reviews, even if they are super harsh to the game itself for the bugs and whatever, they always praise the story and the music. So, you know, music should not be judged badly because of that. How many vinyls will the Angel of the Dark Angel Symphony include? Now, we are not certain yet. We are expecting it to be at least one double-sided, but it will be depending on the length of the tracks at Peter. So I would say one double-sided at the minimum, potentially 2. So that's, at this stage, we can confirm. We have the supplier for them. We just need to, once we've done all the tracks, we will then need to decide how many CDs we have in, how many vinyls we have in. And it's £50 as an add-on because it includes shipping as well. If you ever saw the vinyls, they're quite big buggers, so that's why it's quite expensive, because we need to include that shipping, worldwide shipping in there as well. So if you would like to have it, increase your, if your PlayStation doesn't have a vinyl, increase it by £50. All the instructions are on our Kickstarter main page in the section called add-on, step by step. It's dead easy, I promise you. It doesn't require a degree or anything. Yeah, so keep your questions coming, so by all means. Yeah. Now, I think it's time to show you more of the Angel of Darkness concept arts, whilst I'm waiting for more questions from you guys. Right, let me get them all out. Let me clear the space. Right, alright, okay. There we go.